O C O.
It's time for high school basketball on WOCO Sports Radio. Todd Peterson and Brett Crandall are set to bring you Oconto Falls basketball.
Stay tuned for all the crazy action as we hop aboard the Panther train and we get set for tonight's game. Woo woo!
Tonight's game is brought to you locally by
Oconto Falls Insurance, Witt's Piggly Wiggly, NEW Credit Unions, 24/7 Well and Plum, Allenfeld, Scatchwood, and Anderson, Stevenson National Bank and Trust.
Keep it dialed in to 107.1 FM. Todd and Brett will have Panther pregame right after these messages.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Wisconsin. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site, whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines. They'll be there. Call 920-848-2407. or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Hi folks, this is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Good evening, Panther fans. Time for Oconto Falls boys basketball again right here on WOCO Sports Radio. I'm Todd Peterson along with Brett Crandall. Tonight we have the Oconto Falls boys, 1-7 on the year. They're 0-5 in the Northeastern Conference, taking on the Little Chute Mustangs. 6-3 on the season. They are 4-1 in the Northeastern Conference. It's Panthers Mustangs tonight. Brett, this Mustang team lost their first 3 games. They're riding a 6-game winning streak.
They are clicking. They came out of the gate, went 0 for 3, and now haven't looked behind. They lost to West Superior in a close one, and had their first conference game against Wrightstown, who's on top of the conference. Struggled a bit with Wrightstown, rightly so, and then lost a real close one to Ripon. But since then, nothing but a W in the column.
When you mentioned the conference, Brett, Freedom and Wrightstown are on top of the Northeastern, both undefeated at 5-0. 1 game behind these Mustangs, along with Marinette, sitting at 4-1. Panthers got a tough job tonight.
Yeah, Panthers looking for that first conference win. And like I said, they're going to have all their hands full with the Mustangs tonight.
We saw this Panther team on Saturday in a non-conference game over in Oconto.
The battle of 22.
Yeah, and actually the Panthers were down big early in the second half by 25. Made a gallant effort to get back into that game. Got within 8 before falling to the Blue Devils.
At times it was a battle.
Yeah, when they what they did to get back in that thing, that's what they need to do from start to finish here.
Well, what they did is Mason Sepik came off the bench because he had 4 fouls in the first half. He came off the bench there in the second half, and he put up 15 points, knocking in 3 consecutive threes at one point. So hopefully Mason's got that hot shooting hand still clicking from the game on Saturday.
Other members of the Panther team that need to look to score and need to find the basket are Mitchell Mans and Dakota Caribou also. Panthers need to find more. And you mentioned it before we got on the air. Big 6'5" sophomore, Shaq Parsons, needs to be more productive on the offensive end also.
He certainly does. And, that's partly him and partly the Panthers. They don't really look to him that often down on the post, but when he gets the opportunity, he needs to take it. And a couple times, Coach gave him a little talking to that he got the ball right underneath the basket, and instead of going up strong, he kicked it out. So, they need to, if all they would get is some putback points from him, that would be good too. But they definitely need to get more than 2 points out of Zach tonight.
This Panther team, as we mentioned, only one victory on the season. That was a non-conference variety Suring, very first ball game of the year. Always looking for positive, so hopefully they can build off of the comeback on Saturday evening. Coach Hurst was telling us before that ball game, shooting percentage, shooting woes have plagued the Panthers throughout the season, so it'd be nice to see some home cooking and not going to get some shots early, get that confidence going.
That's for sure. The Panthers are going to try pressing a little bit against Oconto. We'll see if they continue that tonight with Little Chute as well, trying to get a little full-court pressure going.
When Brett and I come back, we're going to talk more about what's going around, else is going on in the league, and maybe take a look at the state rankings also. We need to take a time out here in our pregame show. You're listening to Panther Pregame right here on WOCO Sports Radio.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Did you hear? We've branched into your living room. This is Beth Larson from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Our e-branch at snbt.com lets you manage your money 24/7 from the comfort of your home. Apply for loans, check your balances, and even open accounts. Don't waste another minute. Visit snbt.com now to take advantage of all the convenience of our e-branch offers from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cloudy tonight with areas of freezing drizzle. Temperatures fall back into the mid-20s with winds out of the south at 5 to 10. Wednesday, a little bit of freezing drizzle early in the day, otherwise cloudy with a high temperature of 40. Thursday, a chance of light snow and freezing rain early in the day, changing over to rain with a high temperature around 41 degrees. Friday, sunshine, much colder with a high of only 16. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature of 13. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Todd Peterson, Brett Crandall back at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse getting set for Little Chute Mustangs and the Oconto Falls Panthers. Boys Northeastern Conference action tonight. Want to take a quick look 2 nights from now, Thursday, right here at the Oconto Falls High School. We got a double dose. The Oconto Falls Wrestlers will be hosting Coleman, and also the Lady Panthers will be in the Fieldhouse, taking on the Marines of Marinette. So get here early. It's going to be tough parking.
Be a packed parking lot, that's for sure.
These Panthers, after tonight, will be traveling to Luxembourg Casco for a Friday night game against the Spartans this Friday. As far as other action tonight, Brett, what do we got?
Hey, let's take a look at what's going on in the Northeastern Conference tonight. Fox Valley Lutheran and Denmark are squaring off tonight, as well as Luxembourg Casco trucking over to see those Clintonville truckers. And Wrightstown and Marinette, that's a big game tonight. It's both Wrightstown and Marinette up there at the top of the conference. And then Wapaka and Freedom also tipping it off tonight as well. Also got a couple girls games in action tonight for Northeastern Conference at Freedom in Kiel in a non-conference game, and then Luxembourg Casco in Seymour in another non-conference game. So that's all the games we got going in the Northeastern tonight. But the one we're calling here is Stangs and Panthers.
As far as the the state rankings, not a lot of teams represented in the rankings, but a few area
that we do
being represented.
Take a look at Division I. We got Bayport coming in at number 5 in the state. If you head over to Division II, Pulaski's in the top 10, ranked number 8. Red Raiders bringing it strong. And in, let's see, Division 5, we have Gresham in the top 10 as well, coming in at number 8. That is about it for local teams.
Tough year for the locals. We usually have quite a few, especially in the lower divisions, Division 3, Division 4. But season's still not even to the halfway mark.
Right. I give Wrightstown some time yet here. I think if they keep playing the way they've been, they'll be cracking that top 10 in no time.
That's going to do it for our pregame show. When Brett and I return, we will have our starting lineups and opening tip-off between the Little Chute Mustangs and the Oconto Falls Panthers. You've been listening to Panther Pregame right here on your sports leader, WOCO.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Did you know NEW Credit Union is a member-owned financial cooperative? So as a credit union member, you own the credit union. Because we have no stockholders to satisfy, the profits go back to you, the owner, in the form of better rates and a multitude of up-to-date services. NEW Credit Union has offices in Oconto Falls, Surrey, Oconto, and Peshtigo, serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. It is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Find out what we're all about online at newcu.org or call 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Why not take advantage of everything your local credit union has to offer? We're your home team, here to serve you. Why not try NEW Credit Union and own it?
Aspiring athletes and coaches are nurtured in sports as they grow in knowledge and skills. That same understanding of the growth process should be afforded to game officials. We need to keep the officiating numbers strong, so be a good sport and support players, coaches, and officials. To learn how to become a WIAA licensed official, go to www.wiaawi.org.
Cloudy tonight with areas of freezing drizzle. Temperatures fall back into the mid-20s with winds out of the south at 5 to 10. Wednesday, a little bit of freezing drizzle early in the day, otherwise cloudy with a high temperature of 40. Thursday, a chance of light snow and freezing rain early in the day, changing over to rain with a high temperature around 41 degrees. Friday, sunshine, much colder with a high of only 16. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature of 13. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
We got a nice crowd here tonight, Brett. Student section, double dose. We got combined choirs and combined bands from the middle school joining the high school tonight. That brings in a lot of extra people, and we had parents' night.
Yeah, we did. With the full house, full house. You gotta like that. Bring some energy for the Panthers here tonight.
In the preliminary games, both JV teams, JV1 and JV2, lost in close one. A couple of barn burners. Hopefully that's the same thing we'll see tonight. Not a loss necessarily, but another barn burner, another tight game. Would be a lot of fun. Before I turn it over to Brett, I want to give a shout out to our stat cat for tonight from the Oconto Falls 5th grade. We've got Kara Philhauer helping us out with the shooting stats. At this time, turning it over to Brett for our starting lineup.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, starting tonight for the visiting Little Chute Mustang, Justin Job, number 3. Connor Mara, number 10. Samuel Hippis, number 20. Noah Miller, number 22. And Sawyer Huss, number 25. And now, for our very own Panther 5. Senior guard, Mason Sepik, number 3. Sophomore guard, Mitchell Mans, number 11. At guard, Josiah Singh, number 20. A junior forward, number 23, Dakota Caribou. And sophomore center, Zach Parsons, number 44. Stangs and Panthers, let's giddy up. Let's get this Panther and Pony show on the road, Todd.
All right. Little Chute in their traveling blue uniforms, Columbia blues, piping and white numbers. Panthers in their home white, black numbers. Panthers will be moving from our left to our right here in the first half as we sit at courtside. Jumping center for the Panthers will be Mason Sepik, and Samuel Hippis, a 6'5 junior, will be jumping for the Mustangs. Ball's in the air. Tap is controlled by the Mustangs back into the backcourt, and bringing it up will be Connor Mara. Panthers start in the man-to-man defense. Mara gets the ball screen moving right, gives it up in the corner. Long three-pointer by Miller, no good. Hippis with an offensive bound, kicks to the baseline. Cross-court pass back over to Miller, fires a three, no good. On the putback, reverse layup, no good. Ball's loose on the floor, dug out by Mitchell Mann. Job had a putback, couldn't get it to fall. Lead pass ahead to Josiah Shane for the Panthers. Little shake and bake dribble, splits the defense, and he's fouled going up.
Looks like that one's going to go on number 25, Sawyer Huss for the Little Chute.
First free throws of the night will go to the Panthers, and it'll be Shane. He's on the free throw line, and one official is ready to hand it in.
I think Sussex was ready for the inbound pass as well.
But they corrected it.
Panthers going to the line a lot quicker than they did on Saturday against Oconto. Making it good with the first drop.
Panthers didn't get to the line in the first half against Oconto, did they?
They did not.
Well, we're 35 seconds in, and they are on the line, and they are 2 for 2 as Shane gives the Panthers a 2-0 lead.
G-double-O-D on both of them.
Little 1-2-2 half-court trap by the Panthers. Mustangs go over the top to break it. Back out on top, this is Mara. They'll swing at the left wing. This is Miller, 6'3 junior, back to the top. Sawyer Huss drops it inside to Hippis. Little step through with the right hand off over the top of the rim and in, and we're tied at 2 apiece.
Real nice patience by Hippis there. He had to work hard to get that shot, but he got it to go.
Shane has it left of the wheel. Parsons beyond the arc. Here's Sepik on top. Kicks to Mans. Mans has a ball screen if he wants it. Panthers need spacing. Now they'll get it. Caribou has it left wing. On top, Sepik. He with the hot hand in the second half against Oconto. Shane wanted to go inside to Parsons. That's one of those situations, Brett, you talked about in pregame. They had him with his defender on his back. Drops it inside to Sepik this time. Dribbles back outside. They try to go inside to Caribou. It's taken away. Mara, lead pass ahead to Job. He'll reverse the dribble out. Bounces it back outside to Mara right in front of us. They'll swing it to the right sideline. Long three. Miller, book it.
Miller's not afraid to put it up, but he puts it up fast.
Mans will walk it up. We're 2 minutes into our ball game. Mustangs on top 5-2. Shane to Caribou, right wing, trying to get to the baseline. Drops it back outside. Elbow jumper by Parsons. Looked good, came out. Mans tries to steal the rebound away, and they're going to call it off the Mustangs. It'll be Panther ball.
That's a shot, though, I want to see Parsons take right at the top of the key, wide open. You got to pull the trigger on that one. They corrected the call now and have it going the Mustang way.
And it was the right call. I don't know how they came up with that, unless the...
Man's a sneaky. sleight of hand. Never even saw he was there.
Here's Miller dropping it low left overhead. Put back by Hippis and a foul. Give him one free throw coming.
Foul going on Mason Sepik. Panthers really got to do a better job of cleaning up the board and not allowing Little Chute to get multiple opportunities.
We'll see if the Panthers stay in that little zone trapping half-court press. As the Mustangs beat it easily, and Panthers are going to take a quick 30. We'll stay here. They beat it with a diagonal pass from the right wing down to the low left. Job that missed it, but Hippis was right there. As you said, Panthers nowhere to be found on the offensive rebound.
Yeah, Dakota and Parsons are really going to have to work hard, especially on the defensive boards, to limit Mustangs' multiple shots here they've gotten. I think every look so far they've had multiple chances.
7-2 with Samuel Hippis stepping to the free throw line. 15:36 mark here in the first half. Just getting going tonight. A Tuesday night for basketball. Hippis completes the three-point play. It's 8-2. Little Chute. Little token pressure in the backcourt. Panthers break that with no problem. Shane trying to clear. Miller with the dribble. Spins it out on top to Parsons. Now Caribou spinning inside, going high. Partially blocked, cleared by Huss. Huss, a big 6'5" senior. He's a wide body also. Job has it. Back on top to Huss. Huss wants to hand it off to Miller. Miller wants to launch three, and good.
Fairly, he's got deep range threat.
Nice looking shot, too. Elevation with a nice rotation. Picture perfect form, you might say. And Little Chute on top, 11-2. Good pass, low left by Mann. Looking inside for Shane. Right hand hook, can't get it to fall. Septik's fouled on the rebound attempt.
And Sawyer Huss is going to pick up his second personal foul.
Nice crash by Septik, and Connor Peets is going to check in for the Panthers, and talks with those two fouls coming out.
Yeah, Keenan Stevens checking in for Little Chute. Didn't lose any height there by that switch shot.
Keenan is 6'6". Here's Mann, Johnson, the inbound catch and shoot. Air ball. Septik has it from the baseline. Fade and flip. That's an air ball. Parsons runs it down. Panthers need to draw some iron here. Septik to the elbow. Picks up the dribble. Kicks outside between the circles.
Panthers actually looking for their first field goal from the floor here.
Septik trying to drive middle. Kicks outside. Pete has it. Now they'll go inside to Parsons. Parsons taken away on the low side by Job. Waiting for Parsons to go up. We were screened from all the action, but he didn't go up.
There's
Here's
Miller.
the three. Flash. Same spot, same result. Here's Shane. Quick pass. Low right. Connor Peets trying to get in. Open inside. Outside. Mason Septik launching three. Too strong. Rebound to the Mustangs. Tapped around. Taken away by the Panthers. It's Septik trying to work against Stevens. Back outside Shane. Now fans, they'll swing it to the left side. Again, Septik, catch and shoot three. Straight on. And it went out of bounds.
Number 11. Not feeling it right now, Mason, isn't it?
Into the ball game for the Panthers, we've got Brabant and Nelson. Stevens at midcourt. Gets it over to Miller. Little trap right in front of us. At midcourt. Off to Hippis. He drives. Kicks outside to place. Another three in the air, this time by Anger.
That's the fourth three already dropped in by Little Chute.
17-2.
Panthers are going to have to extend that defense to get a little bit more ball pressure on those shots.
We only have one stat cat in the house, so we're only going to do the Oconto Falls shooting. But right now, that pencil would be wearing out if we had somebody doing Little Chute. Brabant bounces to Shane. Tight man-to-man defense by the Mustangs. Back on top, Pete. He'll go to Nelson. Now Shane in the corner. Very patient offensive possession by the Panthers. Poke checked away from Brabant. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay to the Panthers. Brabant will inbound right in front of us. Nelson walks it into the front court, drops it back outside to Shane. Pete's on the right wing. 12:30 mark and counting here in the first half. Quick pass to the block. Now bounce inside to Parsons with the right hand. Can't get it to Fox. Kind of a half hook from inside the paint. Anger pushes left sideline to plate. They'll slow it down. This is Christopherson with the ball in hand. 5 new ones on the floor except for Miller. Miller goes up from the baseline and he fouls. Basket did not go, but Miller will go to the free throw line.
Cade Brabant picking up his first personal. Second team foul by the Panthers.
He is a good shooter from the free throw line also. Knocked in the first. Caribou checks in for Parsons. Second free throw, Miller, bullseye. For the Mustangs, Schomer. Now Schomer checks in for Miller. Mustangs have 5 bench players on the floor right now. All the starters taking a break. Kick to the right wing, or left wing. It's Shane.
There's the money ball.
3. 19-5. First field goal by the Panthers. Here's Stevens from the top of the key. The 6-footer, 6'6". Forward, can't get it to fall, and a held ball on the rebound. Possession arrow to the Panthers.
Nelson bringing the ball up for the Panthers.
We've got Nelson, Shane, Brabant, Caribou, and Peets on the floor. Bounce pass inside. I think it was intended for Caribou, and Shane was making a cut, and it went off his leg and out of bounds.
Coach yelling from the bench, we were running a play.
Anger. He's standing on the line. Plate at his back leg extended, and he was touching the sideline. Turnover, Mustang.
See if Panthers can chip into this lead a little bit here.
Dylan Nelson now running the show for the Panthers. Brabant, right wing, back on top. This is Caribou. They'll move it right to left. Keith has it. Thought about the 3. Skip pass. Nelson. He will launch the 3, and he
got it to go.
Well, if they can keep up in the 3-point department, Panthers will be sitting pretty good. Almost a steal from behind by Nelson. This is Schomer on the right baseline. Kick pass outside. Anger, 3. Good again.
I don't think they're going to be able to keep up, Todd. That's the 5th 3 already.
15 of their 22 have come beyond the arc.
You got to know where their sharpshooters are at all times.
And right now, it's Anger and Miller. I know where Miller is. He's on the bench. Keep an eye on number 5, though. Here's Josiah Shane. Over to Caribou. Caribou wants to drive middle. Kicks outside. Pete. Catch and shoot 3. Back bracket. No good. Brabant with a foul going over the top of plate.
That's Cade picking up his second personal. Man's in for the Panthers. Cade's going to take a little breather.
Right now they got the score 22-7. I believe they're calling that last field goal a 2-pointer. I mistakenly called it 3.
By Shane? Or by Mann?
The last one.
Nelson.
Nelson, yes. There's another 3 by Anger. 25-7. Nelson, top of the key. Shane. Now right wing, Pete. Little motion offense. Mans has it. Kicks back to Pete from the corner. 3, air ball. Shane has it over to Nelson. That one's off the back bracket from 3-point range. And the rebound cleared by the Mustangs. Anger on a quick push. Drops it inside, looking for Christoph. Jefferson up and under. Basket's good. Timeout called. 27-7. Mustang.
Yep.
Quick 8-point run.
Panthers cannot afford to get into a three-point shooting contest with little Chute. They're going to have to extend out on that defense and work the ball for a better shot.
Right now, take a timeout. We'll come back. 9:26 left to go in the half. Panthers down by 20. You're listening to WOCO.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Well, when you look at the first 8.5 minutes of this ball game, it's been 2 big runs by the Mustangs. After the Panthers went up on top 2-0, Mustangs went on a 19-0 run to make it 19-2.
Yeah, it'd be real nice to know what Little Chute's shooting from the floor right now because they're blazing hot. It's a nice luxury to have a player come off your bench and knock in 3 threes for you.
After the Panthers got it to 19-7, Mustangs went on an 8-0 run, and that's where we sit now, 27-7. Man, trying to work the bounce against Mara. Into the corner, Sestic. Back on the floor as well as Parsons. Here's Nelson on the baseline, looking inside for Parsons. They can't get it in there. Shane between the circles. Man-to-man defense by the Mustangs. They brought back some of their starters, Hippett and Miller back on the floor. Sestic, right wing. Parsons at the elbow. Jack trying to spin against Stevens. They'll kick it outside. Panthers being patient. Nelson drives to the line, to the lane, kicks to the corner. Baseline jumper by Parsons. There it is.
Nice looking jumper for Parsons. Just outside the lane.
27-9. Mustangs looking for the backdoor cut. Panthers defend. Hippis, Miller, right side, long 3. That one came up short. Mans with the rebound. He'll bring it up himself, right down the middle of the floor. Step back, 2-pointer, straight on, good. 27-11, back-to-back field goals by the Panthers. Miller, right wing, right in front of the Panther bench. To Hippis on the screen and roll. Drops it inside for Stevens. He muscles up a tough 2.
Nice drop and dish by the Mustangs on that one. Stevens with the benefit of the basket.
Here's Shane, left wing. Off the motion. He'll hand off to Mann. Right of the wheel, back to Shane. Now Septic in the corner. Coach Hurst asking for a certain offensive set here. They'll bring it back outside. Here's Shane trying to shake Hippis with the dribble. Gets to the elbow, kicks back outside to Nelson. Nelson to Septic. Nice tight defense by the Mustangs one more time. Now they'll lob to Septic. Too much air on that one, goes out of bounds. Turnover, Oconto Falls.
A nice idea, I think, by Mans there. Just, like you said, put a little bit too much air under it.
Nelson, Mann, Parsons, Shane, and Septic on the floor for the Panthers. Miller, top of the key, picked up his dribble, goes into the corner. This is Job. Air ball, Parsons rebound. Here comes Nelson. Nelson will bring it up the middle. Parsons on the right wing, taking it all the way underneath the basket, kicks to the corner, blocked
and maintained. Oh, no.
Mans had it in the corner. It was blocked by Ara. He tried to keep it alive, but ran through his bench and stepped on the line. Very athletic play.
That's like the mythical stat there, blocking it and maintaining control. Doesn't happen often in basketball.
Bill Russell used to do it.
Here goes Meyer again.
Lead pass ahead to Miller. Miller with the lay-in. Looked like he wanted to go up for the two-hand dunk. Got part of the rim, but got the point. I wouldn't call it a dunk. Here's Septic back outside to man.
It's called a lunk, a layup dunk.
Layup dunk. I think he laid back because he felt the pressure coming from behind. But he was up behind the rim. Here's Nelson. Little
nice.
Going down the middle. Can't get it. Parsons, put back. Yes.
That's what you need for Parsons there. Cleaning up the miss, getting two out of it.
Dillon with a nice little head fake in the middle of the lane. Cleared himself and got a shot away. The land of the Giants. Here's Morrow with the left-handed dribble. Give and go off the screen. Stevens, right side. Jumper, no good. Shane with the rebound. He'll bring it up himself. He clears traffic. 31-13. Septic. On to Curl. He's got Parsons. Bounces back outside. Septic. Free. Can't get it to go.
I know Panthers there crashing the board that time. All blue underneath.
Job, 6'2 junior. Brings it up himself. Now Morrow right in front of the Panther bench. Far sideline. Stevens. Top of the key. He wants to hand it off. Septic takes it away. He says, I'll go in there and get it. He goes to the floor. Keeps it alive. Man up ahead trying to get Shane. He saves it, but it goes to the Mustang. Job, cross court. This is Miller. Septic steps out. And we've got a timeout called by the Mustangs. We'll take one, too. 4:52 left to go in the half. It's 31-13. Little Chute over Oconto Falls. You're listening to high school basketball, WOCO style.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Brett just took a quick peek at Kara's clipboard for the shooting of the Panthers. What's the verdict?
They needed a little work there. That's all I'm going to say.
We need to fill in a few more circles.
They need to drop a few more in the round thing up there. Put the brown thing in the round thing, boys. That's what Coach is saying right now in the huddle. I'm sure of it.
Panthers bringing Caribou back on the floor for Parsons, as well as Pete for Nelson. It'll be Mustang ball just to our left on the sideline. Mara to inbound. It's a lob to Stevens, off glass, good. Little set play coming out of that timeout and executed very well. Little back screen.
Panthers didn't even challenge that pass.
Here's Septic. Wants to get to the baseline. Circle move out for Shane. He drives, bounces to Mans at the block. Cross court. This is Septic. Septic to the baseline. Fade and flip from there. Too strong. Rebound comes down to Job. Mason having a tough time finding the bottom right now here in the first half, as well as other Panthers.
He is 0-for right now.
Here's Miller. He's going to launch
Miller.
Three. Good. Can you say green light?
I don't think there's any restrictions on him. That is 4-3, and they haven't been right on the line either. They've been a good couple steps back.
Little side story. Prior to the game, I was getting pronunciations from the assistant coach, and some of the team members came out. Miller is actually spelled Mueell.
There you go. Mason finally answered.
And I asked if it was Mueller. He said no, Miller.
Well,
then his teammates started asking him, you don't even
There he
know
goes again. And there he goes again.
Wow. Bottoms up.
I think you might have, you know his name now. He made sure of that here in the first half.
39-13 triple.
He got 15 points just on the three bomb.
There's another one by Septic, no good. Little Chute has the Panthers tripled up right now. Lead pass ahead to Miller. Septic flies out, but he's going to launch again.
Oh, that was halfway down.
He's got a quick trigger also.
He does have a quick trigger.
Man. Hands it off to Septic. Job knocked it away. Septic splitting the defense now, going up strong, and a foul is called. Septic to the free throw line.
And Justin Job going to pick up the foul for the Little Chute. Only their 13 fouls. There haven't been many fouls in this game. Of course, that's hard to say after coming off of Saturday's game when there were so many.
Can't get the bounce. Mason, the only senior on the Panther squad, other than Sam Virtues, who's been out all year with that leg injury from football. Still attending, still helping out on the bench. Seth's second one spins out again.
Just unlucky.
Van Derzen into the game for the first time for the Mustangs. To Stevens, Miller. Tagging him is Sefcik on the screen and roll. They go inside to Stevens. Triple team taken away by Sefcik. 1-on-3, no numbers. Sefcik takes it to the left side with his back to the basket. He lays it up and in.
Little razzle-dazzle on that one.
Christopherson, ball above his head, gives it to Plate. Plate driving against Mann. Back outside Stevenson. Panthers playing a scrambling man-to-man defense. Christopherson over to Miller. Dakota Caribou has that assignment right now. 2 minutes to go in the half. Panthers down by 21. Christopherson, quick look, low right off of the hand of the Panthers. It'll be Mustang ball on the baseline. Coach Hurst getting a few new bodies in. Sefcik and Shane come out playing hard, stuck and win. On the inbound, it's Schomer. Three-pointer, no good. Peets runs it down. Nelson back for the outlet. Lead pass ahead. Mann, one-stop dribble. Launches three, no good. Rebounds on the floor. Dug out by the Panthers. Knocked away. Caribou, I think he was worried it's going to step on Peets underneath him. Nelson cuts off Schomer. Schomer turning off glass. No good. Hands with the rebound. He'll push the right sideline. Crosses over. Elbow. Fade. Good. Got it. 39-20 right now.
On the floor, dug out by the Panthers again.
Caribou with a nice pick. Panthers closing in on a minute to go, trying to get back a few more hoops before the end of the break. Here's Mann. He'll shoot the three. Air ball once more. Graybat tried to keep it alive. He stepped on the end line. It'll be Mustang ball with 54 seconds to go. First half.
Zach Parsons up and off the bench for the Panthers.
Caribou out. Van Derzen will bring it up. Let's see how the Mustangs play this. 39-20. We haven't seen them slow down at all. I don't know if they're going to do it at the end of a quarter. Or at the end of half, I should say. Nelson doing a nice job keeping Van Derzen from the baseline. On the right wing. This is Plate. Three. Good.
Well, just, throw another guy off the bench into the three-point shooting contest.
42-20. Brabant has it. Right wing. Bounces inside. Knocked away by Stevens. He picks it up. They'll swing it to Nelson. They'll drop it inside. Taken away.
They dropped it into nobody.
With 11. Make it 10. Van Derzen crosses the timeline. He waves everybody up. Get the ball screen moving right. This is Christopherson. 4 seconds. Over to Plate. Tied up by Pete. Ball squirts out, and Pete tries to pick it up. The horn goes off, and that'll end the first half of play. Our score, Little Chute, 42. Oconto Falls, 20. Brett and I are going to take a timeout. We'll send it back to Dave in the studio. Let him do his magic. When we return, we'll talk about this first half and get set for second half action. Once again, our halftime score, the Mustangs, 42. The Oconto Falls Panthers, 20. Listening to high school basketball on WOCO.
Bank for every little check. You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Did you know NEW Credit Union is a member-owned financial cooperative? So as a credit union member, you own the credit union. Because we have no stockholders to satisfy, the profits go back to you, the owner, in the form of better rates and a multitude of up-to-date services. NEW Credit Union has offices in Oconto Falls, Surrey, Oconto, and Peshtigo, serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. It is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Find out what we're all about online at newcu.org or call 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Why not take advantage of everything your local credit union has to offer? We're your home team, here to serve you. Why not try NEW Credit Union and own it?
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
We've heard it time and time again. You want local loan decisions and servicing, faster turnaround, and answers to your questions handled right here in Oconto. At the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, we've got all of those bases covered, from local loan decisions and on-time closings to great rates and fair terms. Visit me, Bob Schwartz, at the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. I've helped many people, and now I'd like to help you with your next loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Last week, the Cleveland Browns hired Packers senior personnel executive Alonzo Highsmith as a vice president in the Browns personnel department. I'm Bill Scott with sports. Now, new Browns GM John Dorsey hoping to add Packers director of football operations Elliott Wolf to his stable. Dorsey reportedly interviewing Wolf today. The Packers offered Wolf a prominent role in their organization, but disappointed at being passed over for the GM job in Green Bay. He may look to go elsewhere. GM Brian Gutekunst can block Wolf, who is still under contract with the Packers, from interviewing for any other NFL job except for GM, but it doesn't sound as if he'll do so.
I surely want him to be part of this. I think the world of Elliott Wolf, not only as a scout, but he's very close to me as a friend. So he obviously has other opportunities if he wants them, but that's kind of between me and Elliott, but I'm very hopeful that he'll be here.
Regardless, Gutekunst says he's ready to turn the franchise around.
I'm really, really excited about this opportunity. This is an amazing place. There's a standard of excellence here that has been here for a long, long time, and I'm really excited to get after this and get us back to that level. There's a lot of work to do. We got a great staff ready to go after it and get this thing accomplished. The Green Bay Packers is a cornerstone franchise in the National Football League, and I'm just really, really pleased to sit here before you.
Packers also said to be interviewing former Browns head coach Mike Pettin today for the vacant defensive coordinator's job. Pettin's most recently served as defensive coordinator with the Jets and Bills. Bears hoping to keep defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, but the Packers also looking to set up an interview. He's considered Green Bay's top choice. With Alabama wrapping up the college football season with their 5th national championship in the last 9 years, the final AP rankings are out. Wisconsin, despite beating Miami in the Orange Bowl, dropping 1 spot from number 6 to number 7. Wisconsin men's basketball team looking to get back on the winning track when they take on Nebraska in Lincoln tonight. Both teams 2-2 in conference play. In the Big East, Marquette playing host to Seton Hall at the Bradley Center. Golden Eagles 2-2. The Pirates are 3-0. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Discover Rio's best-kept secret, the wine cellar. This Vegas hidden gem showcases over 10,000 wine bottles from around the world. Chippendales is the ultimate Las Vegas girls' night out. Nightly at the Rio, 8:30 and 10:30. Dine, dance, and drink 51 stories above Sin City at Voodoo Rooftop Nightclub. Flair bartenders keep the party going. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Ranger Station.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting in the forest. 1 second, I'm having a smoke. Next thing I know, I'm face-to-face with Smokey Bear.
Wow.
And he told me it only takes 1 spark to start a wildfire.
Did you know 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans?
I had no idea.
That's why Smokey's famous and you're not. If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We've heard it time and time again. You want local loan decisions and servicing, faster turnaround, and answers to your questions handled right here in Oconto. At the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, we've got all of those bases covered, from local loan decisions and on-time closings to great rates and fair terms. Visit me, Bob Schwartz, at the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. I've helped many people, and now I'd like to help you with your next loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Did you know NEW Credit Union is a member-owned financial cooperative? So as a credit union member, you own the credit union. Because we have no stockholders to satisfy, the profits go back to you, the owner, in the form of better rates and a multitude of up-to-date services. NEW Credit Union has offices in Oconto Falls, Surrey, Oconto, and Peshtigo, serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. It is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Find out what we're all about online at newcu.org or call 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Why not take advantage of everything your local credit union has to offer? We're your home team, here to serve you. Why not try NEW Credit Union and own it?
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Wisconsin did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Cloudy tonight with areas of freezing drizzle. Temperatures fall back into the mid-20s with winds out of the south at 5 to 10. Wednesday, a little bit of freezing drizzle early in the day. Otherwise, cloudy with a high temperature of 40. Thursday, a chance of light snow and freezing rain early in the day, changing over to rain with a high temperature around 41 degrees. Friday, sunshine, much colder with a high of only 16. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature of 13. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
It'll be Little Chute Mustangs basketball as we come out of the halftime intermission. Mustangs will be moving left to our right. It'll be Hippeth, Huss, Mara, Miller, and Job on the floor for the Mustangs. I'll give you the Panthers after this first possession. Panthers staying in the man-to-man. They go inside to Huss, back outside. Hippeth driving, kicking back to Job. Job working against Sefcik in the man-to-man on the back door. Miller, little floater on the baseline. Good. Give him 2 more. He had a lot in the first half, Brett.
Yeah, he did. He put up 19 in that first half. 5 of those 3-point bombs, and they were bombs. They were from deep land.
Here's Sefcik on the skip pass from Parsons. Back on top between the circles, man. Shane drops it to the baseline. Trying to get it crossing Caribou. Tapped around, taken away. Huss has it for the Mustangs. Mara, lead pass ahead to Job. Quick pass in the middle of the paint. Huss working against Parsons, and we've got a foul called.
Not sure who they're going to put that one on. I'm guessing it's Dakota. Yep, Dakota Caribou picking up his first team foul, or his first personal and the first team foul here in the second half.
Other scores from the first half, Brett, while Huss is on the line?
Well, looking at the Mustang side, you had Noah injured, 9 points off the bench, and then 3 for Plate, 5 for Hippeth, 4 for Stevens, and 2 for Christopherson. He shot 3 for 3 from the line and only committed 5 turnovers in that first half.
Huss came up way short on both of those free throw attempts. Panthers on the run out. Here's Mann. Back on top, Sefcik. Shane right in front of Coach Hurst of the Panthers. Caribou trying to drive baseline, kicks to the corner. Mann launching 3, no. Rebound comes down in the hands of Hippeth.
Yeah, Mustangs hit 9 3-pointers in the first half, Dad.
Wow. That'll get you going. Mann hits the deck against Job.
No call.
Back to Huss, lays it off the glass. Weak side help late coming for the Panthers.
Yeah, Mann went down, kind of looked up at the ref. The ref just looked at him and said, keep playing, boys.
They'll go to Caribou, just outside the block. Shane, free throw line, kicks back outside, gives Sefcik a ball screen. One-stop dribble. Now Mann, left wing. Spinning against Mara. Back to Sefcik. We're 2 minutes gone into the second half, and Sefcik called for a travel.
Yeah, leading the Panthers in the first half was Mason himself with 5 points, followed by Mitchell Manns with 4. And, Josiah Shane with 5 as well. 2 for Dylan Nelson and 4 for Parsons. Panthers only committed 6 turnovers in the first half. Mustangs committed 5. Panthers shot 8 of 26 from the floor for 30%, and 2 of 4 from the line for 50%.
Here's Morrow. Quick trigger by Miller. That first bad-looking shot he's taken. That one barely drew iron. It went out of bounds off the Panthers. Inbounding. Quick pass on the inbound to Miller. He missed that. Panthers were not having any vision of the basketball. They came right behind him on that inbound. Sefcik to the baseline. Pulls up from 15. Too strong. Hippeth with the rebound. Outlet, Mara. Mara up ahead to Job. Job pulls up 18 feet. Too strong. Miller with the rebound. In the middle of the paint. Kicks back outside, and we've got a travel called on Miller. Pete's back into the game. This time for Parsons. He has it in his hands. Over to Sefcik. 46-20. Quick pass, low left.
Pete misses the layup.
He blew the lay-in. Missed the no-footer. Up ahead to Miller. Miller, skip pass. Job outside the arc. 3. Air. No. Rattled around and out. Huss goes to the floor with Mann and Caribou. And it's a tie-up. Possession arrow to Oconto Falls.
A little rugby scrum going on there. Panthers able to dig it out, get it on the possession arrow.
Nelson and Brabant on the floor for the Panthers now. Sessick and Mance will get a break. Shane has it right wing. Now Nelson. Nelson drives middle. Tries to kick the piece, but he drug his pivot foot. Traveling called on Dillon.
That's 3 quick turnovers on the Panthers here to start the second half. Yet to score here.
Nelson applying a little token pressure to Mara in the backcourt. They give it over to Miller. Miller being tagged by Brabant right now, and we've got 3 seconds called on the Mustang. Looks like they told whoever's guarding Miller, don't help. Just tag him, stay with him, no matter where he goes. Caribou trying to drive against Hippett. Takes it all the way to the basket and a block, but a foul is called. Caribou will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Go to the first attempts from the line tonight.
First one is off the mark. Spun it left. Second one rattled out.
Did the same.
We're going to see our first look at Aaron Gonnering, 6'3" junior. Played in one of the preliminary games. Get 3 halves in WIA. Deep pass ahead. This is Hippett breaking the press. Hippett. And a foul is called on Shane. Just got Shane up in the air. Came down on him.
There wasn't much of a foul there. But nonetheless, whistle blown. Shane gets the personal.
Inbound comes to Connor Mara. Back on top to Job. Miller, 3, left wing. He cooled off a little in the second half so far. Panthers with the rebound. Nelson will push. Right down the center of the floor. Fans the dribble a little to the right wing. Over to Gonnering. Gonnering putting it on the floor. Kicks the piece. Corner. Jumper. Well, short. Battle for the rebound. Brabant's on the deck. As is Gonnering. And held ball goes to the Mustangs.
Yeah, Pete's usually good for a couple of those 3 balls, but haven't been falling for him tonight either.
13:41. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school basketball on WOCO.
We all self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Mustangs up by 26. 13:41 left to go in the ball game. Inbound comes to Nelson. Off a set play, they've got Shane, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Illegal screen called against Oconto Falls.
Connor Pete's picking up his first personal. 3rd team foul here in the second half by the Panthers.
Panthers going to press right now. They get it into Huss. Man-to-man style. They'll look to jump and trap whenever they can. Outside Miller. To Anger back into the ball game. Had a hot hand in the first half. Stevens, top of the key. Straight on. Good. Make it a 2-pointer for Stevens.
Announced it as a 3.
But they have it on the board as a 2. Pretty sure I saw the officials throw up 2 fingers as he ran past.
He was well across the 3-point line, so I was surprised.
Here's a runner by Shane. Rebound by Miller. Pushes it all the way to the other end. Missed the lay-in. And Brabant runs down that rebound. Nelson ahead. This is Shane. Bounce. Brabant, now Nelson, left side. Looking for Gonnering. He'll take that three-pointer straight on. Came up too strong off the back bracket. Quick pass, low right, looking for Huss. Head fake once, twice. Pete's got a block. Huss comes down with it, bounces to Stevens at the free throw line. Good. That's what they need, another guy to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, he just blew his hands off. They must be hot.
There's a lay-in by Nelson, taking it down the lane line, high off the glass.
First points of the second half here for the Panthers. Courtesy of a driving layup by Nelson.
That was an 8-0 run before that basket. Miller, top of the key, Huss, quick pass, low left, looking for Stevens. Basket and a foul. It's a 30-point margin right now, 52-22, 12-01 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, it's just hard to match up with teams like Little Chute when you got players coming off their bench that are more productive than your own starters.
Here's a list
from your own team.
There's a list of their height: 6'2", 6'5", 6'3", 6'5". That's 4 of their 5 starters. Free throws missed by Stevens. And then, as you mentioned, coming off the bench, they bring a 6-footer off the bench, a 6'1", a 6'6", and a 6'5", 6'2", all coming off the bench. Here's Mann. His long three is no good. Christopherson takes down the rebound. Ahead to Enger. Enger with the jet. To plate, left side. Zip of pass to low right to Stevens. He lays it in.
A quick 8 points for Stevens here in the second half.
Mann drives, kicks, foul called on the drive. Of course, Nelson buried the three after the whistle.
After the whistle. Christopherson picking up his first personal. Only the second team foul by the Mustangs.
On the inbound, Mann has it, drives baseline, floats it up, and over Stevens.
He had to put some helium on that one to get it up and over Stevens.
54-24. Enger beats Nelson to the front court. Bounces to Stevens with the long arms right in the center circle. Christopherson on the give and go to Stevens, went through his hand. Deflection by Caribou. 2-on-2 bust out. Septic to the other end, floats it up. 2 free throws coming.
Enger with the foul. That's his first personal. Mason to the line where he's 0 of 2.
That free throw is no good also.
That drought continues.
Make a free throw here, maybe warm him up from the field also. Mason, free throw. That's good for him. 54-25. 7 minutes gone by here in the second half. Schomer in trouble. Taken away by Mann. Speed pass ahead. Stefsik too far. Mann had to just save it in. He gave it to Stevens.
Wasted opportunity by the Panthers there.
Enger trapped. Caribou and Brabant. And we're going to have a timeout called to save Enger. It'll be Little Chute basketball. We'll take a break. You're listening to Panther Basketball, WOCO.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Panthers looking to dip into this 29-point lead by the Mustangs right now. Always looking for scores from the Panthers side. Seems like every night there's somebody different. They can't get them all on the same night.
They can't seem to get any kind of consistency out of one of them either.
Enger brings that dribble way out. I'd like to know how quick Enger is. Get a stopwatch on him. He is really quick, even with the dribble. Quick pass inside, low right. It was from Schomer. Stevens lays it in.
Yeah, they're getting double digits off of players off their bench right now. Parsons up and moving for the Panthers.
Stefsik, wild shot going down the right lane line and then fading to the baseline. Enger, little start and stop dribble, crosses over, kicks outside. Christopherson hands it off the plate, trying to get it back to Christopherson. Knocked around. He's got it. Looks to the corner, and then Nelson is going to foul Christopherson.
That'll be Nelson's first personal. Sheen and Parsons back in for the Panthers. Stefik and Caribou out. That's a big missing component for the Panthers tonight as well. Dakota Caribou yet to score.
Brayman tried for the steal going into the corner, knocked it away and out of bounds. Judy Osborne retrieves, gives a nice chest pass back. 3-bouncer, but it got there. Schomer looking to inbound to the corner. Trouble there, and a turnover caused by the Panthers' pressure defense. They threw it away. Man's into the front court. Mustangs have been in a man-to-man the entire night. Panthers running their motion offense. Brabant, kick, outside. Shane, 3, yes. Bam!
Drops the 3 ball.
56-28 on the triple by Shane. Schomer, little tricky dribble, getting it all the way to the other end of the floor. Now they'll kick it back outside. Enger asking for help. He wants the ball screen. Spinning dribble to plate, corner, Schomer, 3, looking.
That's Schomer's first basket. Dial up deep in the corner.
31-point lead, biggest of the night. Closing in on 9 minutes. It is at 9 minutes left to go. Quick pass inside. Stevens jumped in front of Parsons to take it away. Quick pass, looking for Stevens, runs it down. Schomer, back to dribble out to Christopherson. Enger knocked out of bounds by Mann.
Mitchell picking up his first personal. That's a 6th team foul by the Panthers.
Van Duren in for the Mustangs. Heel inbound. To our right on the sideline, looking, still looking. Lobs it into Christopherson, being hounded by Brabant. Plate has it, corner, Schomer, firing 3, that's way long. Air ball, Mans with a nice block out. Brings it up the left sideline. Corners, this is Shane. Turn, 3, no, came up short. Outlet, plate, Schomer, lay-in, good. Nice controlled break by the Mustangs, heading to the other end, and now a steal on the other end. Van Duren loses Brabant as he slips down into the front court. Give it up to Herms. Herms goes to the floor, and the possession arrow will be to the Mustangs. Excuse me, that was Christopherson. Brabant checks out. Pete back on the floor. Corner, and we're going to have a push called on Pete.
That's Pete's second. That is the 7th team foul. That sends Christopherson to the line for 1-on-1.
Another one of those tall reserves heading onto the floor, Isaiah Bowe, 6'5", junior. Free throw by Christopherson is money.
Cha-ching.
Lead is 34. Christopherson is 34.
So it'll stay at 34.
Yeah, you can't get that one.
He missed the second. He did that on purpose.
I did. Little reverse kibosh. Here's Shane. Over to Nelson. Back on top to Shane. They'll go inside from Mans, and it's taken away by Bo. There's one of those who need to be a little stronger in the post area and a little quicker pass. Christopherson double-teamed outside the block. Goes to the corner. This is Plate. Driving baseline. Kicks to the opposite corner. Schomer, 3. No, Bo with a rebound in his hand, and he's fouled. Bonus free throws for Isaiah Bo.
Made his first time on the floor. Came off the bench. He's a lanky fellow. What's he top out at there?
6'5". In for the first time for the Panthers, Brent Wolf, 6'1" junior.
Andrew Pete's picking up his 4th personal. Bo at the line.
Too strong on the free throw. Josiah Shane, brings down the rebound. Over to Mann. On the curl, wanted Nelson. Back to Mann. Floater from the baseline, no good. Gets his own rebound. Fading away. Came up short on that one. Christopherson clears the rebound. 7 minutes to go. Panthers, again, looking to trap. Christopherson, Pete's from behind, almost knocked it away. To Plate, driving baseline, lays it up and in on a tough move. Wolf to Shane, skip pass. Mans, now Nelson corner. Back outside to Shane. Driving, kicking to Nelson. Wolf reverses to Mans, 3, no. Hit the iron twice. Pete's with a rebound. Right hand scoop, no. Wolf, no. He had the wrong spin. And Plate runs it down.
Timeout by Mustang.
Coach Martin wants one. We'll take one, too. You're listening to high school basketball on your Panther Radio Network.
At 24/7 well and pump service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site, whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines. They'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 well and pump service. Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
On the floor for the Mustangs now, they got Van Duren, Bo, Schomer with the ball in his hand, Terms, and Christopherson. Christopherson now on the baseline. Panthers looking to double there. Kick back outside the Bo. Lost his footing. Gave it up to Schomer. Schomer to Herm. Quick pass, low right. Bo lays it up and in. On the float, it's Mans. Can't get it to go. 5:40 and counting. 38 points. Mustang leads. Schomer. Ball fake once. Trapped in the corner. Bounces inside again to Bo. Working against Wolf.
Some Panthers on the floor right now that don't usually get a lot of playing time.
Jared Parsons on the floor also with Pete, Nelson, Wolf, and Mann. On a nice little drop pass, Mann to Pete. It's good.
That's Connor's first basket of the night. Assist to Mann.
Van Duren ahead. Schomer driving baseline. Going up strong against Parsons and Pete. He lays it up and in, and he'll get fouled in the process. $70-30 is the score. Timeout at 5:02. We'll take another one. You're listening to high school basketball on WOCO Sports Radio.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Last foul went on Jared Parsons. Is that right, Brad?
That is correct. That's the 19th foul for the Panthers here in the second half.
Mustang team knocked in 9 3-pointers in the first half. Quick look, they're going more inside this half, but they got a few.
Yeah, they only got one more here in the second half. That's by Schomer. But like I said, they've been pounding it pretty hard in the inside, getting some easy layups on transition and in the post. So they can score on the inside, they can score on the outside. I'm pretty sure they can score inside out.
Nice looking ball club, this Mustang team. They're not 4-1 for no reason. Sitting in second place in the Northeastern Conference, tied with Marinette for that spot. 1 game behind both Freedom and Wrightstown. Northeastern Conference going to shape up to be a good one in the second half of the season here. Pete misses the long 3.
Makes you wonder how good Wrightstown really is, because they put about 30 on Little Chute.
Yeah, that's a little scary, isn't it? There's a bounce off the toe of Bo into the hands of Connor Pete. Up ahead, Joey Wolfer on the floor for the first time. His jumper is no good. Knocked out of bounds.
Coach Hurst tried to throw that one back into play before anybody saw it go out. But
quick save. Let's run down the Panther lineup here. We got Brody Schindel, Jared Parsons, Aaron Gonnering, Joey Wolford, and Brent Wolf. All played in the first game. Tight ball game with Little Chute coming out on top. And a pass from Herm to Van Derzen. Went to...
There was nobody there. Throw it in the corner.
Only when there's somebody in the corner.
Just sailed right out of bounds.
Walters will run the show for the Panthers. Here's Parsons. Long 3, straight on, no good. Tapped around, kept alive by Gonnering. Bo rips down the rebound. Hands to Van Derzen. 3:35 and counting. Left wing, Schomer. Ball screen from Bo. Steps back, launches 3. You betcha.
That's Schomer's second tray.
Now, he doesn't have the pretty shot like Miller, but he's had some good results.
He's a gunner from the outside.
Schindel, Wolf, Walters, excuse me. That's a 3 for Joey Walters.
I mean, Joey in my book.
73-33.
You have to add him. Done deal. Put him in.
Schomer has it.
He earned it with the 3.
That's right. Get him in there. Get him some props. Christopherson, Bo again asking for the ball inside. This time they kick it over to Herm. Bo bounces outside to reverse it. Schomer drives to the line, kicks outside. Herm, 3, right wing. Yeah. It's raining 3s.
That's Herm's 3 ball night.
Walters across the timeline to Gonnering, high right. Over to Wolf, driving baseline against Bo. Crosses over to Schindel, back outside. This is Walters again, 3, no good. Rebound, Gonnering had it, lost it, dove for it. Wolf kept it alive. Inside to Gonnering. Gonnering kick outside. Parsons, 3, right corner, you betcha. Everybody's getting a shot in.
Still a 40-point game here.
Herm's blocked by Parsons. Right into the hand of Van Derzen. He lays it up and in. Everybody had their back turned to that shot, not realizing that Parsons got a hand on it. 36-78. Wolf inside, knocked away from him. Christopherson digs it out and is fouled.
That's 10th team foul. So double bonus.
Only 3 fouls on the Mustangs here in the second half.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't get down the free throw line very many times.
We have only been to the line 8 times. 6 times. 6, 8. We'll go with 6, 8. Heavy on the 8, less on the 6.
Christopherson is no good on the first.
He is 1 of 3.
I should have mentioned we are in a running clock situation. This thing is ticking down right now. It's 55 even while he's shooting free throws. Schomer with the rebound off the miss to Herms on the baseline, back outside. 45 seconds left to go in the ball game. By this last 3 minutes. Flew by very fast. Van Duersen directing traffic. Spo trying to lob inside low right, knocked away by Wolf. Taken away by Parsons, but then Van Duersen picked his pocket, 30 seconds. Van Duersen shakes Walters, gets to the baseline. Walters back on him.
I think it's some nice-looking guards.
Yes, I agree, Fred. Here's a steal by Parsons going to the other end. Christopherson chasing from behind. Parsons can't get it to fall. Wolf knocked it out of bounds, trying to trail that play.
Great defensive steal, but you got to finish on the other end.
And that's going to do it here from the field house as the clock wound down while they were gathering that basketball. Our final score, the Mustangs of Little Chute, 78. The Panthers, 36. Brett now total everything up. Come back. We'll have a Panther postgame show and tell you what's next on the slate for the Panthers. Once again, the final, 78-36, Little Chute over Oconto Falls. You're listening to high school basketball on WOCO.
Did you know NEW Credit Union is a member-owned financial cooperative? So as a credit union member, you own the credit union. Because we have no stockholders to satisfy, the profits go back to you, the owner, in the form of better rates and a multitude of up-to-date services. NEW Credit Union has offices in Oconto Falls, Surrey, Oconto, and Peshtigo, serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. It is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Find out what we're all about online at newcu.org or call 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Why not take advantage of everything your local credit union has to offer? We're your home team, here to serve you. Why not try NEW Credit Union and own it?
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Todd Peterson, Brett Crandall back at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse Panther post-game show coming up. Little Chute wins this one 78-36. They scored 42 points in the first half on the strength of 9 3-pointers. Second half, they pitched in 36 points. Panthers on the other side, 20 in the first half, 16 in the second half, for a total of 36. 78-36 is the score. First half, Panthers got the first 2 points of the game from the line. And then Little Chute went on a 19-0 run to make it 19-2. Followed that up with an 8-0 run, and before you knew it, it was 27-7 Mustangs. We got to a running clock in the second half as Panthers got down big. With 9 minutes left, it was a 31-point lead, and it built from there. Got all the way up to 43 at one time. And we're going to finish with a 42-point victory for the Mustangs. Brett's finishing up his total. I will tell you next on the slate for the Panthers, they will be in action this Friday, January 12th, as they travel to Luxembourg Casco to take on the Spartans. Next week, Panthers will be at Marinette. That's on Tuesday, the 16th. Their next home game will be on Friday, January 19th against Clintonville. That is the doubleheader game with the girls and the boys playing Clintonville. Speaking of the girls, they're in action this Thursday at home against Marinette. They're in the small little streak of 4 in a row at home, closing up with that doubleheader with Clintonville. So if you want to catch the Lady Panthers, they're got some home cooking going on this week and next week.
Usually home cooking good stuff, so let's hope.
We hope so for Panther fans and Panther ladies.
Well, side note, Badgers down by 4 at halftime to Nebraska, in case you're interested.
Okay, one other side note, I want to not forget to mention that Thursday night, Coleman coming into the Oconto Falls High School wrestling action. That can be heard on WOCO also. So, our scores.
I'll kick some stats right at you. Here we go. Starting out with the victorious visiting Mustangs. Leading the way for the Mustangs tonight with 21 points, Noah Miller, 19 of those coming in the first half. Followed by 14 points for Keenan Stevens, 10 points for Maxwell Schomer, 9 for Noah Enger, 5 for Logan Plate, 2 for Isaac Van Duzen, 5 for Hippus, 2 for Huck, 3 for Herms, 4 for Bo, and 3 for Christopherson. Mustangs shot 12 threes in that game. They knocked in 4 12 from the free throw line for 33%, committed 13 turnovers. On the Panthers side,
I'm going to stop you just for a second, Brett. You mentioned those double digits. 2 out of 3 were players off the bench for the Mustangs.
Yeah, exactly. I said that's a nice luxury to have when you can have players like that come off your bench and put up those kind of point production. And a lot of those threes, Engineer had 3 of those off the bench in the first half. But on to the Panthers side, leading the way with 8 points tonight, Josiah Shane, 6 apiece for Sefik and Mann, and then 4 for Dylan Nelson, 2 for Connor Pete, 3 for Jared Parsons, 4 for Zach Parsons, and Joey Walters, 3 points as well. Panthers shot 5 of 8 for the free throw line for 62%, 15 of 57 from the floor for 26%. They committed 15 turnovers. I am done, my fine friend.
All right, we're going to mic up Panther coach Hurst. Right now, if he gets the headsets on. Once again, we want to thank Kara Philhauer from the Oconto Falls Elementary School, our stat cat this evening, helping us out with some of those shooting statistics for the Panthers. Joining us now, head coach of the Oconto Falls Panthers, Kirk Hurst. Coach, tough one tonight. You said on Saturday when we talked, they don't get any easier as you go through this conference. And, well, we didn't have our stat cat unofficially for the Mustangs tonight, but they were lighting it up in the first half.
Well, they made 12 threes and took 36, I think. I mean, for the love of Pete, I don't know if I've ever been a part of that. And you know the thing about it is they were deep.
Yeah.
There was times that we got out on them. But you know the difference between tonight and Saturday? You guys were there on Saturday. We had no energy tonight.
Yeah, it looked like the legs were
and I know
heavy.
We had a guy that was sick. Dakota had been battling sick since Saturday, but ran into a buzzsaw. Little Chute's good.
Yeah, we were saying, they sit in second place in your conference, looking up at Freedom and Wrightstown, both 5-0 coming into tonight. We were saying, well, if this is Little Chute, hate to see what Freedom and Wrightstown look like, and you know what they look like.
The crazy thing about that is we only lost to Wrightstown by 8, and we were down 4 with 40 seconds to go with the ball. And we were down Freedom here and lost by 15. I mean, it's just, that's the thing about this conference. You just never know. Anybody can play with anybody in this conference. You see it. When you get somebody that shoots and makes 12 threes, we did. The one thing about it is that, like I said before, I didn't seem like we had any energy. There was no spark. There was no sense of urgency. A little bit. I don't know. It was a different vibe from these guys tonight. And I don't know if it was the fact of they were still tired from Saturday, or we got a couple guys maybe not feeling well. I don't know what it is, but it didn't seem the same.
Kind of a carryover effect from everybody. One positive, I guess you could say, you got some guys that normally don't see any varsity action, got some minutes at the end, give them a taste of the big floor with the bright lights.
Yeah, it's always nice to have those guys get some minutes. Unfortunately, you get them in there when you're down that much. I'd rather be up and get them in, but, that's just the way it goes. Like I said to the guys in the locker room, you ran into someone that's good, they hit some shots, there's nights that's what's going to happen to you.
Yep.
And unfortunately, it happened here at home, and unfortunately, it happened tonight. And we'll come back and practice tomorrow. Play Luxembourg on Friday. That's
what I was going to say. You just lace them up again tomorrow afternoon and get after it. Luxembourg, you got on Friday, Coach. Like you said, on any given night, anybody, but the Spartans always have been a good team. Maybe a little down this year from previous years, but obviously everybody's tough.
Yeah. Everybody, like I said, everybody will compete with everybody in this conference. I mean, Luxembourg only lost a Little Chute by 10 there. They can put up points. We have to try to figure out how to play a little bit better defense. Our guys, when they really want to play, they play really good defense. And then there's at times when they lack that intensity, and we don't get out to the shooters like we should, or we don't rotate. We harp on these guys about the rotation and the backside help, and as much as we talk to them about it and do it, I'm hoping one day it clicks and sinks in, and if that happens, it's going to be fun to watch.
Coach, we hope it happens on Friday.
I know, me too.
Good luck to you. I appreciate you stopping by.
Sure. All right.
We'll take our final time out. When we come back, we'll wrap things up from the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. You're listening to Panther Post Game on WOCO.
At 24/7 well and pump service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 well and pump service. Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Want to know what I like best about high school sports? I love watching my son run on the field. I love seeing him smile when he high-fives his teammates. I love seeing his eyes light up when his team scores a goal. I love the fact that since he's been playing high school sports, he's making better decisions. And I love knowing that high school sports have never been safer. Why? Because coaches have more information than they've ever had. Training techniques are more sophisticated, and equipment has never been more advanced. Playing high school sports isn't just safe. It's still the best way to give your teenager a healthy head start in life. And that's something I really love.
This message about the value of high school sports is presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Next on the slate for WOCO Sports Radio will be Thursday night's wrestling match between the Oconto Falls Panthers and Coleman. And then on Friday, January 12th, WOCO will be in the house as Oconto boys will be hosting NEW Lutheran. You can catch more action right here on WOCO Sports Radio. I should go into next week, Monday, January 15th. The Oconto Falls girls taking on Freedom. That one also right here on WOCO. Brett and I will have that one for you. So that's going to do it. Our final score, once again, 78-36. Little Chute over Oconto Falls. For Dave Eck at the studio, my partner is Brett Crandall. I'm Todd Peterson. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's ball game. We'll catch you on the next jump ball. You've been listening to high school basketball on WOCO Sports Radio.
With areas of freezing drizzle. Temperatures fall back into the mid-20s with winds out of the south at 5 to 10. Wednesday, a little bit of freezing drizzle early in the day, otherwise cloudy with a high temperature of 40. Thursday, a chance of light snow and freezing rain early in the day, changing over to rain with a high temperature around 41 degrees. Friday, sunshine, much colder with a high of only 16. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature of 13. That's your latest forecast for WOCO Radio. I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
It's my time, it's my life.
Thank you for joining us for today's ball game. Our game was brought to you by
the NEW Credit Union,